Not Your Average Radio, Big Homie Monski, MixBosses.com, and I have a very special guest in the house today. I'll let him introduce himself, man. How you doing, brother?
How you doing, man? Thank you for having me on the radio, Monski. I appreciate it. This is David Fernandez Jr. Just here chilling with you today.
Yes, I have David Fernandez Jr. And I do apologize. I'm going to apologize right now. If I call him Hernandez, I extremely apologize. I don't know why. I just want to do that. It's really crazy. But yes, it's David Fernandez Jr. And thank you so much thank you so much for jumping on the interview with me, man. Appreciate it.
No, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, brother.
All right, man. So a little that we do right here on Not Your Average Radio. We do interviews. You know, I've done interviews with underground artists. I've done interviews with radio personalities, you know, like from K-Day, from Q1047, from Power 106, and you know, some people entrepreneurs that sell tequila, some makeup artists, you know, a little bit everything. But you are the first actor, director, producer I have ever interviewed, so I'm very excited, man.
You know what? I'll tell you this, brother. I got Barbara Sanchez to thank, man. So, Barbara, if you're listening, thank you so much. Big shout out to her for connecting us. Also, I want to give some shout outs right now to some folks that are online listening right now, man. I want to give a shout out to Daniel Rocco. If you're listening, brother, thank you so much. Also, Rosie Gallego, big love to you. I got Kim Alanis, I believe, that's listening. So thank you so much for tuning in. And Carl Arana Jr., he's one of our cast members on A Father's Journey. He's online as well. I'm going to keep on Facebook right now and just keep checking in to see who's checking in with me. And continue giving some shout outs or whatnot, you know?
There you go. Perfect. Yeah. Shout out to you guys. And yes, shout out to Barbara Sanchez, MissB. She, you know, for making this happen. I do appreciate that, man. So, hey, let's get the interview going. Like I said, you know, I have some questions for you. We could talk about whatever you want, but, I do want to get to know a little bit about you, and I'm sure the listeners do too. So, the first question that I have for you is, you know, I think everybody wants to know, you know, everybody sees what you're doing right now, and we'll talk about that in a little bit, but how did you get started? Like, what made you get into acting and then obviously the rest of your journey?
You know, it's a funny one, brother. I literally worked in the educational system and in the nonprofit world for many years, over 10 years. And, you know, I had, you know, I got into this place where I was a little overwhelmed, brother, you know, and I started reflecting on my life and was questioning as far as what my next step would be, what my next chapter would be. And that's really where acting came. Like, I always was interested in it. I've always been that creative type, outside the box kind of thinker. So I wanted to pursue that and just storytelling, whether it's through acting or filmmaking, whatever the case was. So the first step was acting. I didn't have any leads, any relationships in LA. I'm from San Diego. I literally Googled how to be an actor. That's how I started, brother. And it led me on this path of finally getting this first gig. I was an extra in the Yes Man Jim Carrey movie. That's how it all started. I was an extra in that film, and once I was on set that day, brother, I was hooked. I caught the acting bug, and, you know, I've been very blessed and just building relationships, and, you know, fortunate enough to book a lot of gigs that have kept me going, and here I am, you know, 6 years later, here I am.
All right, just to let you know, when I interview, I always turn off my mic because I like to talk a lot, so I don't want to interrupt you. So if you're like, "Hey, are you still there?" I am here, but I'm laughing like over here. I'm trying to keep my laughter. You Googled how to be an actor. That's awesome.
Hey, really quick, brother. Let me interrupt. I gotta give a shout out to my boy Johnny Okino. I just want to give him some love too, man. He just popped in right now. Anyway, Johnny, if you're listening, man, big love to you. Big shout out to you. I worked with him on a TV show. He's on the air right now listening, so that's pretty cool. But thank you, brother. Yeah, I literally Googled how to be an actor in Hollywood, and that, you know, got my first gig, Jim Carrey movie, and the rest is history so far, man.
That's amazing. I love that. I usually Google,
I know, it's crazy.
I usually Google how to tie a tie, you know, stuff like that. Like, you Googled how to be an actor. That's dope. That's really cool.
Yeah, I did. I didn't know what to do. I mean, I literally, the power of the internet, right?
Yeah, definitely. Oh man, I'm laughing. I can't believe that. But hey, everybody has their own story, you know what I mean? So that's really cool. That's really good to hear, man. We appreciate you you telling us that. So obviously,
Definitely, brother, definitely. You don't hear that all the time, right?
definitely not. Definitely not. Usually it's like who
Yeah.
you know and you know, like, oh, I knew this person, he was like a producer here, so he kind of threw me into this show kind of thing. But to say that, hey, you did it on your own. You Googled that. That's awesome. That's really cool.
I'll tell you this, brother. I'll tell you this, man. I think it was just meant to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can tell you right now that I'm meant to tell stories for the rest of my life. I'm meant to do this for the rest of my life. So I guess it was just meant to be. And when, you know, you love what you do and you know, your passion is in alignment with your heart and your intention, then all of a sudden things might not be as difficult as we may think or perceive when it comes to pursuing a completely new career, you know what I mean, at a late age or whatever, you know?
Right, you're absolutely right. And like I told you before, you know, obviously I host a radio show here on the internet. I've done radio hosts, you know, from commercial radio stations, and they've told me, you know, like I interviewed Mambo from Q147. He's like, I would have never thought of, you know, creating my own online radio station. You know what I mean? Like, he's like,
Yeah.
big salute to you for doing that. And I'm saluting you for Googling how to be an actor. That's great.
Thanks, my brother. You know what? I'll tell you this, man. Like, this online radio, I feel is a new wave if it's not already, like, right free, man. The reason why I say that is because I've done a lot of these online radio interviews when I was launching my trailer for A Father's Journey. And these people have, like, 500,000 followers or listeners, literally millions of listeners. I'm blown away because it's international, like, it's worldwide. So how often, you know, capitalize on the internet? It's there for us. Why not take advantage of it now to branch out and to connect?
Yeah, definitely. You're absolutely right, man. You keep, see how I'm going to transition. You keep bringing A Father's Journey. I know that's what you're working on. So that's my next question. Obviously, you told us how you got into the business. What are you working on right now?
Yeah, so I just finished, basically, I just finished the film called Lowriders with Eva Longoria, the Nyambi Cheed, the girl from Melissa Benoist from Supergirl, the new TV show. The list goes on. It's a big show. Big movie that is the Universal Pictures and Blumhouse. So that'll be hitting theaters next year. So I just wrapped that. I'm focusing right now on A Father's Journey, like you mentioned. We're literally very, very close to the release date. And working with the distribution company right now. So that's looking really good. And in the meantime, we've connected with a nonprofit organization called Elizabeth Hospice. And the work that they do is, through the grieving process and the healing process. So that connects to my film. And so we've partnered up with them and, you know, they're going to be getting us out there nationwide to screen the film and really support us to get the world to see it. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big shout right there to that nonprofit that's supporting us. Also, the Make-A-Wish Foundation is supporting us. They're bringing us out to New Mexico. But basically, the film, for people that haven't heard about it, it's based on a true story. It's based on my cousin. He passed away 5 years ago, and he left behind 3 young sons. And he was a great dad. And that's the one thing that I knew about my cousin, that he was completely committed to his children and his family. And when we lost him, I wanted to pay tribute to him. And we don't see that every day. We don't see role modeling, like good role modeling every day in film or TV. And I want to do that. I want to provide, the platform is there, so why not take advantage of it and, spread love and spread the family values and spread just positive energy, as opposed to a lot of the stuff that we see, and now even on social media, man, it seems like a brand new radio station or news station, they have all the negative stuff that's out there and that's being put out there. And I want to change the game. I want to switch that energy up, because every time I talk to people or have a conversation with someone, we end up in the same place as far as we might not be living or going in the right direction when it comes to life and society. I mean, we kind of have maybe lost that, the universal basic laws, connection, human connection, and like I mentioned already, love and family. And I want to bring that back, because I don't see that. You know what I mean? So I want to bring that back, and especially I'm proud of being a Latino, and proud to have hired a whole crew behind the camera that's Latino, and my cast is all Latino. It's like total Latino cast and crew, and I'm proud of that. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't see ourselves on TV in a positive light a lot, especially in Hollywood. It's always a stereotype, and I'm a part of it. You know what I mean? That's how I've made my money, is through playing these bad guy roles or stereotypes, and I want to change that. So now I'm using the credibility that I have with the big projects, mainstream projects that I've done, and flipping the game and switching it up to what's in alignment with my heart, my spirit. And that's what the movie's all about, man. It's a father's journey, beautiful, simple family story. It's got a lot of comedy. We balanced it out with some good, innocent, simple comedy. And we definitely drive home that message at the end as well. Maybe you'll shed some tears as well,
Man, that's amazing. Hey, please excuse my ignorance. Again, this is the first time I've ever interviewed an actor. When you said your cousin, do you mean the character's cousin or you mean your cousin?
Thank you for that, brother. Sorry I wasn't clear on that. Basically, my real cousin in real life passed away. He left behind 3 young sons. And so through this film, I'm dedicating this film to him. I'm paying tribute to him and what kind of father he was and showing that in the film. The film talks about a dad and a son and the relationship that they had in a positive way and the impact that the dad had on the son and the son on the dad, So that beautiful relationship on top of dealing with tragedy when it comes to the grieving process and the healing process that comes with that. So, yeah, man, it's a beautiful movie. I know I'm biased, but, the response so far as the screenings that we've had in Las Vegas, we won Best Feature Film at the Las Vegas International Latino Film Festival. We did a special screening in Napa Valley, and it was an amazing response. So great feedback so far. And what I'm trying to do is, just do these special screenings around the country. And so far we have El Paso, Texas lined up, New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico. We're heading to New Jersey, mid-October. The list goes on. Philadelphia and San Francisco. So we're doing a little tour with this movie.
Oh, that's cool. See, again, I never interviewed an actor before, so I want to make sure. That's what I got. I got that it was your personal cousin, that you were talking about. But I'm like, let me just make sure. So basically, this is.
Well, you know what's interesting? I got to tell you this, brother. If you've seen the trailer, or for the people that have seen the trailer, the little kid that plays my son in the movie is actually my real cousin that passed away, youngest son. And my tia, which is Nana in the movie, she plays the character Nana in the movie. She's actually his mom. So it's really a family affair, man. Like, I really wanted to make it special in that way, and now I'm ready to release it to the world,
Absolutely, and having the actual people, I could just imagine. I will go with the tears. I'll tell you that right now, because an actor, you could be a good actor and you can make people feel a certain way, but you actually have his mother, your aunt, that went through that, So, oh wow,
I cry every time I see it, man. You know what I mean? Because it's life is so precious, my brother, and I try to live the best life that I can live and just earn my life as best I can, you know what I mean? And just be the best person that I can be. It's just like I said, man, spread love and positive energy, brother. We need it in this world, man. Gosh, we need it in this world,
You're absolutely right. And I love it. I've been blessed with so many influencing people that I've interviewed, and it's like I didn't even know they were like that. I talked to Miss Elinette, I talked to Crisco Kid, and we all think, and I believe the same way, like we see the news, like you were talking about earlier, and it's all bad. It's all negative. And then you see like the quote unquote famous people, like the Kim Kardashians, the Amber Roses, and these are our kids' role models. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. We got to change the game. No one's going to change it but us. So we have to change it ourselves. And I think that's what I've done. I came from a place of empowerment in the sense of, if Hollywood's not going to hire me, with character roles that are more in alignment with me, then I'm going to do it myself. Like, why not? You know what I mean? I can tell stories. I can produce a film. Like, let's make it happen. Let's go. And that's kind of where I'm at,
There you go. That's what's up, man. Hey, a little thing that I do here on Not Your Average Radio is I like to play like a music in between, like this way we're not talking so much.
Yeah.
And then we got a song. So I'm gonna go ahead and play one song from Young Quicks. I think it's a positive song. It's called "Against All Odds," about his journey. You know what I mean? So I think this is a perfect song from what we're talking about. I'll play one song and then we'll come back with a couple more questions. Is that cool?
Sounds good, my brother. And big love to everybody listening. Thank you. Hey, Nena Moreno, that's right. Got to show you some love, too. Big shout out to you, girl. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for tuning in. We'll be right back. One song just to break it up a little bit. And I have more questions with David Fernandez Jr. right here on Not Your Average Radio. Check it out.
Oh, coming up against all odds. This hustle is my full-time job. Gonna get it 'cause I got you. Right now I'm coming at you. Break through against all odds.
Not Your Average Radio,
Yeah.
Big Homie Monski, MixBosses.com, David Fernandez Jr. What's up, brother?
Yeah, I'm loving the interview, brother. Thank you so much for having me on, man.
No, thank you. And oh man, I wish I would have known this. We're over here, like talking, and he's like, "Hey, I have a song you could play," and I was like, "I wish I would have known."
Yeah.
We would be playing that song as we speak. Okay, so
let me tell you about that song, brother.
Hey.
Earn Your Life is a quote that I live by. Earn Your Life is a quote that I live by, and it gets real deep when it comes to that what it stands for, but all it means ultimately to be the best person that I can be. And I'm a speaker. I speak to kids all over the country, and I wanted to give them a song, a little hip-hop song that they could bump to, but it's positive messages, you know what I mean? Just a real positive song. So, yeah, hopefully the audience will be able to hear it afterwards.
Yes. Oh, sorry. I'm over here downloading it. We're multitasking. I'm listening to you. We're doing this. All right. We're back. Not Your Average Radio. Big Homie Monski. MixBosses.com. David Fernandez Jr. Still there?
Yes, I am.
All right. I'm doing good. Usually when I go back and forth from different channels, I end up screwing it up, but we're doing really good. And we are really blessed today because, when people send me MP4 files, I say like 90% of them don't work, but there is some that do work, and yours works.
Yay.
So we're queued up, ready to go. But let's get
Cool.
okay, so you told us a little bit about the track, that you wanted positive hip hop for those people that you for the kids that you talk to, right?
Yeah, this was a while back ago. I wrote it, but I don't have the skills to like rap. So I had my buddy S5. He toured with KRS-One that rapped the song, and then I had the singer Rachel Evans, beautiful angelic voice, man. She did the hook, and so we put it all together and made it happen, man. So it's on iTunes. Yeah, Earn Your Life. That's my message.
There you go. That's what's up. Hey, you want to play that right now, or I have a couple more questions for you for the interview. What do you want to do, brother? This is your show.
Let's answer the question, and I guess we could just leave it. We could end it with the song or something. How about that?
Hey, whatever you want. Like I said, this is your show. Okay, so we already, you already talked about how you started. We talked about what you're working on. For those that don't know who or what David Fernandez Jr. has worked on, I did a little research of mine. So he's been on End of Watch. That's a dope movie. He's done, I guess, I assume you did a voice on GTA, Grand Theft Auto, the video game. Obviously, we talked about The Father's Journey, movie Dead Drop, and in some shows like on Showtime, Weeds, Son of Anarchy, Across the Line, Misty Girls, and that's all the room I had on my notebook at the time. So, and a lot more. So, man, shout out to you, man, for being on your grind for real.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. I actually want to put this film out there if I can. We're going to be, my next big film is called The Hollow Point, and it's with John Leguizamo, Jim Belushi, Patrick Wilson, and a lot more. And that one's going to be hitting theaters worldwide this year, I think at the end of this year. So when I get the release date, I'll get back on and share it with you, brother. But it's a big film, man. It's from the producers of American Hustle and The Dark Knight films. So I'm looking forward to that one, for everyone to be able to see that one. And then I did another one called Ruta Madre. That's a comedy, and it's got all the classic, Mexican actors like Carmen Salinas, Angelica Maria. It's got Hector Jimenez. He was the guy with Jack Black and Nacho Libre. Paul Rodriguez is in it, so it's a comedy, man. It's hilarious. So watch out for that one as well.
Wow, that's dope, man. You got so much stuff that hasn't even been released yet that you already worked on. That's really dope, man. Shout out to you for that.
It's a blessing, brother. It's a blessing,
See, this is perfect. This is perfect for my next question. I mean, obviously we see what you're doing. You've been through, a lot in the last 6 years. And, like I was talking to you off the phone real quick. I like to know, obviously we want to know everything that you do and shout out to you for doing it. But obviously nothing is as easy as it sounds. I mean, everybody always talks about, oh my God, you did this, you did that, you work with this artist, you work with this actor, producer, whatever. But the road was never that easy. I mean, the road is not point A, point B. It's point A, B, C, D, E, you know what I mean? So can you please share with us, whatever you think we could learn the most from? What's like the greatest difficulty that you've come across in the last 6 years?
Breaking into Hollywood is probably one of the most difficult things to do. There's like millions of actors trying to break in and hit mainstream, and that's the most difficult thing to do. But I think the biggest piece that I've learned or walked away from is hard work, man. Like hard work can't be replaced by anything. You know, just constantly focusing on your goals and putting action into place to meet those goals, to fulfill those goals. Like that's the biggest piece is, first of all, belief in self. Like, you have to believe that you could accomplish whatever goals you set your mind to. Once you believe it, then you have to create it by putting action towards those goals to produce results. At the end, you'll produce results. See, that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand, is that it's not who you know or networking or anything like that. Is the right people will be attracted to you once you're coming with clear intention and you're grounded and you're moving towards whatever you're calling out and what you're trying to bring into your life. Does that make sense? So it's kind of similar to law of attraction. You know, I believe in that. I believe in just creating your own reality. I believe in the short life that we have to live here. Like, why not go for our dreams? Why not play big? Why not play our biggest and greatest version of ourselves? You know what I'm saying? And when I say all that, I'm a little baby crawling. Like, I don't know anything yet. You know what I mean? When I say all that, I want to be clear there. Like, I'm a little baby crawling, but I want to learn how to walk. You know what I mean? And I'm open to learning how to walk. So that way I can take bigger steps and bigger steps and bigger steps and continue evolving as a human being, you know, and as a spiritual being. So that's really what it is, man, is believing in yourself, truly believing in yourself, because if you truly believe in that you could accomplish it, you will put the action towards it to ultimately produce those results. Does that make sense?
There it is. Wow. That was amazing, man. I love this. That's just awesome. That made perfect sense to me.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you for that. So yeah, I mean, honestly, that message or that advice I would share in anybody's life and whatever career they have. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I tell the kids, man. That's why I love kids, because they're so open. You know what I mean? They're so, they first of all, they're very honest, and because, you know, as adults, we start playing games and start, you know, being indirect and, you know, all these subtleties and all these games that we play.
Right.
I love keeping it real, man. Like, that's why I love kids so much. They're honest. They're real. They'll call it out. They don't know any better. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll call it out. So, and I like that, because that's what I tell them. It's like, you know what? And the one thing that I can share with you that I would want you to remember when I leave is to find true happiness. Whatever makes you happy, to follow that. And me, even at a late age, I finally found what makes me completely happy. And that's the creative process. That's storytelling, filmmaking, you know, like telling stories through my passion, my heart, you know, the love, whatever the case is. That's what I found in my happiness when it comes to that. So that's why I'm pursuing it, and now, you know, just continuing to evolve as an artist and all that good stuff, to continue doing this, because it's not easy. The art is not easy. You know what I mean? Like, it's the most beautiful thing in the world, because I think there's so much truth in the arts, because it's all up to the individual and the individual artist. And so, you know, we got CEOs of corporations making billions and trillions, and the artists are always struggling. And that's another thing. We got to change that game as well, and become business savvy and have that business mindset when it comes to even your art, because that would balance everything out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I know I got a little deep, but sorry.
No, it's perfect. Like I was telling you, man, like, again, I like to have fun. We like to make jokes. We like to mess around, get to know a little bit about the person I'm interviewing. But at the same time, there has to be a message. You know what I mean? That's why I asked that question. And that's when that people, I noticed that the people that I'm interviewing, that's when they start talking like this. And I'll be honest with you, just like you said, the law of attraction, I believe exactly what you said. Like, you're talking to me and I'm like, yes. Like, this is my core. Everybody that has been that I've been blessed to interview talks the same. So there you go, the law of attraction, right?
There you go, my brother. You're in alignment. Yep.
I'm putting this energy out of what I believe is the right thing to do, and what I honestly believe. And all you guys are coming to me, you know, like through MissB 805, to Guap, through you know, any publicist or promoter that have hit me up and brought interviewers to me. It's awesome. It's amazing, you know. So
I love that, brother. I love to hear that, man. So that's why we're here. You know what I'm saying? I love that. And thank you once again to everyone listening. Big love and shout out to everyone listening. Thank you so much for hopping online, man, and supporting the radio station here. It's pretty cool.
Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. So one more question for you, and I'm done with questions. I don't know if anybody else wants to tune in real quick and send a message to him or to myself if you have a question for him. But I got one more question. And you talked a little bit about what you coming up, but See, again, you're my first actor, so this is kind of like, so you already finished the projects, but they haven't came out yet. Obviously you're an actor. The movie, The Father's Journey, a story of your life. Not because of your cousin and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So obviously you're growing within the acting career, but what do you see yourself like? Obviously you say you're just crawling right now. In a year from now, 2 years from now, what's your goal? What do you want to be doing in a couple of years from now?
I honestly want to be working with Jimmy Smith, Jennifer Lopez, Eva Longoria. I got a chance to work with already. I have this project that I'm working on. I can't really disclose too much right now, but it's playing at the big level, and it's a comedy, and we're trying to make it work. You know what I mean? And that's what I see myself doing, is directing my next feature film, and it's a comedy with the big players, man, the top dogs, that are doing big things in Hollywood right now. That's what I'm doing.
There you go. That's dope. I bet that's anybody's goal, right? To get to the top echelon of the career or what you're working on, right?
Yeah, definitely, brother. And yeah, I just wish I could tell you a little bit more about the project. I can't, but when I can, I will hop online again, man, and definitely share it once everything's locked in, and we're ready to move. So yeah, but I mean, honestly, I just see myself just, and this isn't even work to me, brother. You know what I mean? Like, I get a chance to play. I get a chance to express myself. I get a chance to do whatever I want to do on this huge playground, So I feel like I'm a little kid, just kind of using my imagination and just, bringing it to life, because that's where it all starts. Anything, right? An idea. And The Father's Journey was an idea. I wanted to pay tribute to my cousin, and it started with an idea. I collaborated with the writer, and, we got the script in place, and then we produced it and shot it and made it happen. Now we're getting close to showing it to the world. How awesome is that, man? It started with an idea. How wild is that, right?
Man, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Again, that's the power of and the main thing that I've I'm gonna write a book. I am, because after I do like 100 interviews, I'm gonna say this is the common thing that everybody talks about, and it's honestly believing in yourself. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
Believing in yourself, so you believed that you can make your idea into a reality, and like you said, you're moments away with sharing it with the world, and that's amazing. So, hey, shout out to you, salute to you, brother, for doing what you do.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. That means a lot, man. And like I said, I'm just trying to do my part, man. I'm trying to do my part, and I'm having a blast while doing it.
And that's another important thing that we talked about. The last person I interview is the homie Guap City. He's a promoter. He knows everybody in like the rap game in the LA area and stuff like that. So,
okay.
He says, again, the rap, if you're a rapper, most people want to be a rapper is to get the chains, to get the cars, to get the girls, you know what I mean? And if that's the reason you're doing it, that's the wrong reason to do something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You need to do it because you love it. Like you said, it's a struggle. It's hard to do, but if you honestly love it, you enjoy every step of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, brother. I can never go back to a 9-to-5, man. I haven't been in a 9-to-5, I think, in like close to 10 years, And
right.
The beginning was it difficult? Yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? But I just can't do it. There's no way, there's no way I could see myself doing that, because I found what I love to do. And that's just, like I said, man, just creating more opportunities and being able to collaborate with amazing artists like I did already, like I have already, even with The Father's Journey or any past projects. It's like everyone's just doing their part on their journey. That's the best way to put it.
There you go. And I've been doing this radio, this time around for about a year and a half. I still have a 9-to-5. I'm trying to get rid of that.
Good. It's all good.
So I can
it's all
focus.
good, man. Yeah. It'll happen for you. Just keep master planning and putting focused energy on whatever you want to create. It'll happen. It'll come.
Yeah. So I'm very optimistic, because I've only been doing this for like a year and a half, and I think I've done very well. And obviously I'm doing this part time. So I could just imagine once I get full time doing Not Your Average Radio, it's gonna be amazing, man. But hey, anyways,
exactly. Get sponsorships and. You know what I mean? All kinds of stuff, brother, to keep it going.
Of course, man. But again, this is not about me. It's about you, David Fernandez Jr., on the interview with Not Your Average Radio. We appreciate you, brother, so much. You have, again, like I said, that's all the questions I have. I've been checking my IG and Facebook if anybody sent any questions, but I don't see any. You have any more shout-outs that you want to do or want to pay that
Let
track?
me check. Let me hop online real quick. Yeah, it's going to be difficult to try to figure it out. Franklin Sweat, I believe, is on board or listening. Frank, if you're listening, brother, I love you. You always support, man, and you've been a big part of a father's journey, so thank you for that. Yeah, Armando, I believe you're in, Armando Dubon Jr., thank you so much, brother. Big shout out to even the shy people that don't want to say anything. It's all good. If you're listening, I hope you enjoyed the interview, and thank you so much, for the support. It truly means a lot. I think that's where I want to kind of finish everything off, brother, is sharing that it literally gets overwhelming in such a beautiful way. As far as the support that I've received when it comes to just the career, the work that I've done, and especially with the father's journey, man. Like, I've really felt supported. I've really felt loved. A lot of people are stepping up. Like I told you, these locations that I mentioned earlier, domestically across the U.S., like, it came from people that just believe in the message, believe in the film, and want to bring it to their city. And how awesome is that? You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know some of these people. I mean, I've gotten to know them through, conversations and all that. And we seem like we're on the same page and we're working towards the same thing. And it's actually happening. You know what I mean? Where they're bringing the film and me and a couple cast members to do a Q&A after the film and just be a part of the whole screening. So how awesome is that? So thank you so much, like I said, once again, to everyone listening, taking the time, because I know time is valuable. So I appreciate that. And for anyone that I didn't say a shout out to, hit me up on Facebook and I'll make sure I shout out next time. You know what I mean? But once again, thank you is what I'm trying to say.
There you go, man. Hey, yes, thank you to everybody tuning in, whether it's from Not Your Average Radio or you guys listening to David Fernandez Jr. We appreciate you as well. And hey, thank you, David, for tuning in or for being on the interview, sharing your story with us. We greatly appreciate it, brother.
Thank you, brother. And this won't be the last time. We'll make sure to hop on again, okay?
Of course. That's all.
Again, brother. But thank you so much for the love and support, man.
No, of course, man. Hey, anytime you want to promote anything, this is you have a home here, man. Not Your Average Radio. As long as I'm broadcasting, which hopefully it's for the rest of my life, you have a home here, man.
Yes, sir. Awesome, brother.
Hey,
Big
but don't forget.
Man.
Don't forget. We still have to drop that, on your soundtrack on your way out. We could do the Earn Your Life.
Earn Your Life song. I love it. For people listening, hopefully you stay tuned and listen to the song. Listen to the lyrics. Pretty powerful lyrics, in my opinion, and it's got a lot of heart. So hopefully you guys enjoy the song. Okay.
All right. So there you go. If you want to just say bye real quick, I'm gonna play it, and then as soon as you say bye, I'll play it. Okay.
All right. Big love, everyone. Big love. Talk to you soon.
Yeah. Whenever you are faced with a situation where you think there's no way out, I promise, all you have to do is just look inside yourself and you will find all the answers. You gotta earn your life and cherish every minute.